Hello everyone, and welcome back to Creeper World 3. We were in this system by Technotis, and just going through with these conveniently numbered worlds. The next one seems to be Shield Shove. I'm curious as to what exactly that entails. Uh, okay, is that Anti-Creeper? It is, because it's got minus 40. Okay, well, then, I don't really get what shield about it. That was a silly way to put it, sure, but like, is it like, are shields particularly boosted in some way, or what? I don't know. Um, well, chances are we'll find out in some way or another relatively soon. So let's go figure it out. Realizing I don't have access to relays. That's going to be annoying. So let's go and connect up the totems that we have easy access to. We can build... does the fort... I think I tried it at one point, but no, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't remember if the forge actually has any kind of bonus when it's put on the thing, the power zones. I think I'm actually gonna just get a couple of mortars. Are there any spores? I don't think there are. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. So let's just do something like that. I'm hoping that the anti-creeper is enough. It probably won't be, actually. Let's just make a full-on line. Okay, I've expanded the line out to be not only more of a full line and include shields, because it is called Shield Shove, so I figured it's probably important for some reason. But I also I put my mortars on my flanks because I noticed that the creeper is starting to flow up these hills, and that does concern me a fair amount. So I think we're now in a fairly strong defensible position. So next the question is how to proceed exactly. I think if I'm going to use shields for my primary frontline defense, then I see no reason to build, or not to build rather, a bunch of bombers and just use the anti-creeper emitter as a source of anti-creeper only. So let's get started on that. Got our bombers up and running, and so to the end of keeping them relatively fueled up, I guess I'm going to work. Well, actually, look at that. That's not too bad. I thought I would get hit harder with when I launched the bombers and we were trying to restock them. But no, that seems to be working out okay. What else? I don't really seem to have too many tools for actually reducing the creeper. So that could be a problem. But I guess my idea is to just like basically like keep hitting with the bombers enough until it starts to create a puddle of anti-creeper, and then just push out and nullify. But I'm not sure exactly if that's the best way to do that, because I don't have access to Berthas. Otherwise, as usual, Berthas would be immensely helpful on this level. But that seems to be a no-go at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a try, see if this is at all effective. In fact, I was gonna say I might shift my other mortar to the other side to have it focus, but I don't know that that's really feasible. Maybe if I had another sprayer up front to really help push stuff back. Maybe that'd help. Well, I see nothing for it aside from just try to push out. So I think, well, how that'll work, yeah, and then that'll reduce the flow and hopefully let us push out a little bit further. want to try and secure that power zone. But I'm not really sure how to do that at the moment. There's, in fact, maybe I can use the bombers to suppress that one emitter specifically. In fact, why don't I just take out this one and take out even more pressure? That seems to be working. Wonder if we can get the nullifier there and hit that. It's definitely looking promising. Sweet, okay. Now, I guess I would consider that a sort of proof of concept. I guess I'm just going to keep doing the level. And if anything interesting comes up, new challenges or whatever, I'll let you know. But otherwise, it's probably going to be basically that for the next couple minutes. So, yeah, I'll report back in a bit. Yeah, it's been just a couple minutes. And encroaching on the last of the emitters here in the back. It's been pretty easy, basically, since we took out that first one. Like, once we started accruing, like, we got a power zone on the front line that we could use to cover more nullifiers and stuff, it just got exponentially easier as it went along. So, yeah, and not really much to worry about on that front. So I guess we'll just finish it up here and move on to the next world. Sweet. Yeah, that one looked scary, but wasn't so bad in actual fact. Definitely a little bit hard to get that initial foothold, but once you did, it was pretty easy. So next up is pyramid power. Is this at all related to the pyramids we saw in the main story? Thanks to Virgil for the scripts and images that I shamelessly borrowed from the Meso map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the mission that had the pyramids on it. The idols have quite high energy demand. Make sure you can run them before you can hook them up. Okay, good to know. Where? Oh, it's all concentrated on the central pyramid there. Okay, I think I want to focus in... Yeah, let's do that. Let's focus on just one of the pyramids and expand our way out from there. I'm okay if it takes a little bit longer, if it means I'm more secure. So, yeah, I'm going to build up here for a little bit, and then I guess I'll report back when I've got this pyramid established and I've got a battle plan. So, yep, see you in a bit. Alright, so I've got myself a nice hardy little network set up. I've started to terp down these little nubbins here in the terrain. Just to give my pulse guns a better view. I know it's like it would theoretically also slow down the creeper, but in my experience that doesn't tend to be the case. It tends to more just hinder me than the creeper. So instead I've just decided, screw it, we'll flatten it all and just have better shooting angles. So I've got my own little setup here. I've got my reactors on the power zones. I think now's a good time to try and hook up that totem. Is that a shield one? I assume that's the one that like sends out guys. Oh no, it is a shield one. Okay, I'm good with that. My power generation is definitely struggling a little bit, but it's still holding, so I'm pleased with that. I honestly don't see a reason why we shouldn't just, like, book it for the center. Because we've got a nice, nice big area here to work with. Ah, that's also helpful. So, like, once we get our stuff set up, like, once we get Bertha set up and starting to hit the center and hopefully weakening it, then, I don't know, it might be good enough for us to just go straight there and start killing everything, rather than having to go and capture all the pyramids, or even multiple pyramids. So, what I'll do, though, is I will put some mortars up at the front to keep the creeper from piling up too much and maybe overwhelming I don't think overwhelming is the right word here, but like just pushing through the shield. Because the way the shields work is it pushes the creeper back. It doesn't stop it. But if the creeper builds up enough, then it'll actually start to push through the shield. And we don't want that. So we'll secure... Oops. We'll try and weaken it with mortars. And just keep building up back here and seeing what we can do with this. Uh-oh. There are spores coming. I didn't realize there would be spores because I wasn't paying enough attention, obviously. That is a lot of spores, actually. Ooh. No, way too many spores. Okay, alright, that is real bad. Okay. Alright, so I did a very similar build, but with a much simpler premise behind it. Basically, I just focused on the shield. I got a couple mortars up front to batter down the front line, like I said. And then I got just a big old beam battery, and it does seem to be enough to hold back the spores quite effectively, as you can see. And also, as you can see, my problem now is that whenever the spores launch, it dips into my power production quite a bit. So I'm trying to expand my reactors as much as I can to compensate for that. And I think we'll be okay. But we've been holding long enough that we're at least stable, certainly. And this has built up a bit of a store in our times of plenty, so that in times of little, we aren't immediately screwed. We're still screwed if we let it go on long enough, but not immediately. So now I've got the Berthas going, and they're going to bonk down the big buildups like that. And I think I'm still planning to basically just push straight through into the center. And we'll have to see how that works out. So I expanded my Bertha battery a little bit, just a teensy bit, and my power generation to compensate. And I'm hoping that that'll actually be enough to basically clear out the rest of the map effectively. And then once the rest of it's cleared out, then it'll start to... In fact, to the end of clearing out the map, I might as well just grab these two pyramids. Because that'll produce anti-creeper, and the shields will help out a little bit. Oh yeah, those ones are good, because they're just a constant stream of anti-creeper. And then once the map is all cleared out, then the Berthas will just start keeping those creepers, the emitters, suppressed. And then we'll be in really good shape. In fact, since we are in such good shape, I'm going to claim the these things, totems, that's the word, and expand our research and all that good stuff. Dang it. And then I might even claim the other, cardinal direction pyramids, just so that it's producing more anti-creeper, and it'll be that much easier for us to keep it boxed in. But that's plans for later, I think. For now, I'm just going to keep building up and just keep going with my plan. And I'm pretty sure I could do it now if I were really dedicated enough, but I might as well just, hit it as hard as I can and make the actual attack go as smoothly as possible. So that's the goal here, and I'll report back once there's something to report. I've now successfully boxed up the creeper by just getting enough of these pyramids going that the anti-creeper has now surrounded it. So that is awesome. I'm just going to secure the last pyramid here because I can, and then I might as well just connect at the loop because I can. Okay. I also have absolute butt tons of ether. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stack ether into a singularity bomb. And then we'll just move right in. Let the Berthas take care of the actual the creeper, and we will start taking out the emitters. Well, that was super easy. Got him. Yeah, like once we got it surrounded, especially with the singularity, I need to make more use of that thing because I recognize it as super potent. I'm just not good. Like my brain always goes must use ether for research and nothing else. But when I'm done with research, what else am I going to do with it? I might as well just shove it into a giant singularity and make it easier to kill the creeper. So I'm going to try and make that a more pertinent part of my strategy going forward. I think it'll help a lot, and I guess we'll have to see how well it helps us on the levels in the rest of the system. It looks like there are 5 more, if I'm counting that right. So yeah, we'll have to see how those work out, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what those levels have to offer us. So until then, see you later.